What's happening, y'all? Welcome back to another Trucking with Trucker D. I'm Trucker D, and we're back at it again. So I wanted to come to y'all with an update for the week. It's the end of the week here, and we are sitting down here at the Meyer Distribution Center in Newport, Michigan. This screen is a little bright over here on my ELD. It's still early yet. It's 6 a.m. My appointment time was at, my appointment at 6 a.m. We got here probably roughly around 5:40. We're finishing off the week with this load. It picked up in Corunna, Michigan. Went 103 miles, paying $750. So we got $7.28 loaded miles, or $7.28 loaded miles. Not a bad load to finish off the week, but unfortunately, we're probably gonna be here. I'm gonna say good 6-7 hours probably. I wouldn't be surprised. You know, if it's anything like the Dollar General distribution center I went to in Walton, Kentucky. That one was definitely a pain. I picked that load up in Wilmington, Illinois after I dropped off there in Normal, and drove all the way down there, parked in a Kohl's parking lot, and yeah, sat there till about 6 a.m. or 5:30 a.m. and went and delivered. Got in the dock at 6:30. They didn't start loading or unloading my trailer till about 8 a.m. And at that point, I just went to sleep. I was like, whatever, you know, it'll take forever. And unfortunately, it screwed up my next delivery. I had an appointment to pick up at Cooper Tire at 12 p.m. And I figured, hey, my appointment's at 6 a.m. They'll get my trailer unloaded in time, but yeah, it didn't happen that way. So I got a hold of the broker, and he managed to get my next appointment rescheduled for 5 p.m. So it worked out. It sucked because I had to drive all night back to Waterford or Novi, Michigan, and park in another parking lot. This whole week, I haven't done anything but park in the customers' parking lots. So luckily, I've been able to have that luxury, because if I wouldn't have been able to park in their parking lots, I would have been late delivering because of my hours of service. But let's get back to talking to the broker. You know, that's something in this business that you really gotta work with, is communication. You have to communicate with these brokers, because if you don't, things aren't going to work out the way you need it to. Like, if I would have never communicated with Tyler from JB Hunt to get that load rescheduled and let him know, because I emailed him probably about 8 o'clock when my trailer still hadn't been red lighted yet, and I was like, hey, this is what's happening. I just want to give you a heads up right now. And about 10 o'clock he emailed me back asking me about what time I thought I'd be there at, and I just explained the situation, what was going on, and yeah, he got me a appointment rescheduled, and I didn't end up with a late mark on my JB Hunt app. So communication's everything when you're out here, guys. Just remember to communicate with your brokers. So if you remember from the last video, we were having issues with Uber, which I will say, we got a $150 tonneau. We got it paid on Tuesday, believe it or not. Or no, I'm sorry, we got it paid on Thursday. It was Thursday they paid it, I believe. Something like that. So, Press my broom and shovel. Guess they must be trying to wake up a driver. Anyways. Yeah, Uber finally paid me. I was surprised. I still ain't got that payment from October yet. I'll probably never see that, unfortunately. But yeah, that's kind of relates though that Uber situation. And I completely lost my train of thought there for a minute. Anyways, yeah, the Uber thing, it just goes to show you, you know, if you don't have a real good relationship with brokers, you sometimes might end up getting screwed. Which brings me to what happened on Tuesday, because that load I picked up with Uber, I luckily, like I said, I got another load and ended up back in Waterford, or ended up back in Michigan where I wanted to be. But the next day, my broker from JB Hunt, Brian, you know, Tuesday mornings, I got up and I started searching for loads, and I couldn't find anything at all. You know, everything I kept bidding on, I kept getting outbid on. I mean, maybe I was shooting a little bit too high, you know, but I eventually got irritated, and I was like, well, I know Brian will help me out with a load, so I saw one of his loads on the JB Hunt app, and I bid on it. As soon as I bid on it, Brian called me, and we worked out a price on it. And long story short, got the load, got down to Canton, Michigan to pick it up, and once again, we got into another situation where the load was already picked up. But here's the difference between booking off load board or booking with a broker with a relationship. So I called Brian, let him know what was going on, and he's like, well, give me a minute, I'll give you a call back. Gave me a call back probably 15 minutes later, and got me the tonneau for that load, and got me another load right away. You know, I didn't have to search for another load this time. So build your relationships out here. You know, Brian came back at me with a load that it picked up that same day, but it had a delivery date of the 20th. I'm like, I don't want to have a truck load on my truck for 2 days. It was the 18th. And he's like, well, give me a minute. He got on the phone, and I told him, I was like, I wanted a same day delivery. He got on the phone and came back. He's like, what if I can get it off your truck first thing the next day? I'm like, I'm fine with that, but with it going to Rivian Motors down there in Normal, Illinois, I'm like, I'll do it, Brian, but it has to be off my truck that morning. So I just lost internet connection. Yeah, both lights are on. That's weird. I wonder if all my data's used up on the hotspot. Oh no, there it goes. You know, I went with ELD, keep tracking ELD. Well, let me get back to that in a minute. So anyways, Brian got me what I wanted, got me that load, got it off my truck the next morning, and I was out of there by 9 a.m. I think. My appointment was at 7 a.m. So it worked out. Then I went up to Wilmington, Illinois, and picked up that load that went down to Dollar General, which messed up my whole week. And I picked up that load, got there early, they made me come back, got it down to Kentucky, had to sit there for almost 7 hours waiting to get unloaded, had to reschedule the other load, sat in that dock for 4 hours, got back, got that unloaded, and then the week got better towards the end. This load that I'm on right now, I picked it up. My appointment was at 6 p.m. and I was actually out of the dock by about 3:30, 4 o'clock, somewhere around there. And I made it back home last night, which was a blessing. But yeah, we're finishing out the week good with this load. It's about 32,000 pounds of Vlasic pickles going to the Meyer distribution here in Newport. And yeah, $7.28 a mile, and can't beat that. Loaded anyways. After deadhead, it's probably going to be like $3 a mile or somewhere around there. And, you know, driving back home from here, because I'm not going to pick up another load was saying about the Key Truck and ELD, I went with that because, you know, I heard nothing but drivers on YouTube talking about it and good reviews on it. I keep having issue after issue with it. Sometimes I'll be driving down the road and it will just go back to on duty and say I've been on duty for like an hour, reset my clock, and just does dumb stuff like that from time to time. You know, I wouldn't keep the ELD if I didn't get a discount through my insurance for the truck. I'm gonna shut this truck off. I don't know when they're gonna call me. I'm not gonna sit here and keep wasting fuel. Fuel mileage is already down because of the winter time. So, oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention the generator. A couple things I said in the last video about the generator. I think I might have been wrong about the 2-cycle oil and it mixing and blah blah blah, whatever. I don't know where the oil goes on it. I don't really know too much about small engines, you know, but I got back home that night after the generator died on me, and I looked up what kind of oil it took, and it actually takes 10W30, believe it or not. So I went inside Dollar General, bought me a cheap quart of 10W30 and threw it in there. The generator fired right up, so it's working. Now, I'll give it to the generator, you know. Weston Gate, I think it is, or something like that I bought. I have to do a review on it one of these days. It's a pretty good generator. It sits back there, takes the elements, gets beat up by the trailer from time to time when my ratchet straps come loose, and yeah, it's still working. You know, it was weird though, when last night it was leaking oil out. Looks like it might have been a filter house, and it's where you set the choke on and off. I don't know. You guys see this video, have a little knowledge on generators, hit me up, let me know. You know, I just know they take fuel, spark, and air. You mix all that together and that's what keeps them running. So, but I'm gonna hop back here in this bunk. We'll get back at y'all in a little bit, and we'll see where this unload's going, or see how this unload is going. You know, I'm gonna sit back here and chill. I got me this little Wi-Fi hotspot. I bought it from Best Buy, and it's actually pretty cool. You know, $50 a month for 40 gigabytes of hotspot service. So far, I have no complaints on it. You know, I use that when I can't get good service from my hotspot once my 15 gigs are gone on my phone service. So I'll hop back here, watch a little TV, drink my coffee, and just kick it till they call me for a dock. And turn on the bunk heater too, because it seemed to get real cold in here just real quick after shutting off the truck. So with that, y'all, we'll see y'all in a little bit. Later. What's happening, y'all? So I didn't jump back on here when we got docked because I was kind of in a hurry to get in the dock, considering we got here 5:45 a.m. and we didn't get a dock till, well, I think it was about 9:30 before we got a dock, or close to 9, I think, actually. So we got in the dock, and it's 10:32 right now, and we're heading up. So that's the end of the week for us. I can't wait to get home so I can do laundry. But it's been a productive week, but a long week. And I think this is the most I've actually stayed out on the road for the week. But it was worth it. I mean, even though I kind of really roughed it out here because I didn't really make it to any truck stops at all. Because all I had time to do was make it to the customer park and reset in their parking lot. So, but it is what it is. I just recently had a input shaft seal done on the truck, and I was thinking about taking it in on Monday to have the shop look at it again because it was leaking yesterday. So I'm gonna check the fluid when I get back to Dollar General and park the truck and see if it still got fluid in it or not, because it stopped leaking. So either it leaked all the fluid out and the seal needs to be replaced again, or maybe it's like the guy said at the shop, there was too much pressure built up in there and it pushed some of the fluid by. I don't know.